Hey everybody.
Court Smith Athletic Wear is our next guest on ABE Black Business Live this Friday at 9 p.m. Court Smith Athletic Company has 3 different categories: basketball uniforms, branded merchandise, and athlete-owned merchandise. Court Smith's high-quality active wear, authentic urban edge, and on-point graphics set them apart in the sports apparel industry. One of the many dope things about Court Smith is that they provide athlete-owned merch deals with top-notch sports stars, inclusive to women athletes and youth athletes. Court Smith services all athletes with their dope apparel. We are excited to have Court Smith on ABE Black Business Live. Court Smith Athletic Wear.
Hey y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey now. Thank you for coming in. Listen, this is ABE Black Business Live. My name is Mika Johnson. I'm the curator of All Black Everything. Listen, All Black Everything curates commerce spaces for Black businesses, introducing all nationalities to dope Black brands. So, tonight's highlighted guest is this is a Oakland-based athletic wear company, and he's going to tell you all about his entrepreneurship. But first, let's do the rules. 9 to 9:30, we're going to hear about his entrepreneurship journey. Hey, Court.
What's happening?
We can't. Can y'all hear him? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Court.
What's happening?
Listen, 9:30, we're going to do some shopping stuff, so he's going to show us some stuff. But, Court, you here now. Listen,
what's up? What's good?
Tell them your name. Tell them where they could find you, all that good stuff. Let's go.
My name is Courtney Smith. I have an athletic brand called Court Smith. And it's been 8 years in this journey, and we moving it. Our goal is to really bring athletics to the market through entrepreneurship, add value to players, people, and for everybody to enjoy it and level up.
That's what's up. Now, online, you got a store. Tell them where you at.
CourtSmith.com. That's where we originated. We started slinging it out the trunk. And so over time, we've just tried to get better and better every year and improve and grow and just add value to people.
All right, let's go. I got so many questions for you, Court. Number one.
Let's go.
Number one, you know, y'all on the West Coast, usually y'all clothes are like easy breezy. You know what I mean? Like it's a different, how you get that like that universal feel to Court Smith that like, I don't even like I don't look at basketball, but I know that y'all stuff is hot. Like, so how did y'all get that authentic feel to Court Smith that people on the East Coast, people on the West Coast, people in the central United States, all over will want it? Let's go.
All right. But first, before you do that, I want to shout you out because people don't, I need to give you some flowers real quick. You know, you spend a lot of your energy, especially during the pandemic, trying to add value to Black entrepreneurs and creating spaces for them in places that they may not normally. So I'm on the West Coast, I'm Oakland, but you've done this not just for me, but you've opened up a whole market for me over there in Philly. So I didn't realize how many, folks in Philly that we kindred spirits to, but you opened that door. So I just wanted to first say thank you as a sister and as an amazing woman. I've seen you build and grow your business, and I'm super impressed by it. So I just want to give you your props for that.
Thank you so much, Court. Listen, I'm trying to receive things and
just
say thank you.
Shit. Receive all of it.
Just say thank you. Boom. Thank you.
Yep.
Listen, so how you get so fly, Court? Let's go.
Oh shit, I don't know. You dig? Maybe it's the mom. Maybe it was my mom. My mom has always. We grew up poor, but she was fashionable. We was in the hood, but if you would have took us out the hood and put us in a nice environment, you would think we came from there, because her philosophy was always show up your best. I don't care if we got it from the Walmart or from Goodwill. We're going to iron it. It's going to be fly and crispy, and we're going to still look our best with our chest out. So I think just the culture, that culture I learned from my mother, a strong Black woman, and we didn't have a lot, but what we did have, you know, she made it look amazing. So I think it started from that, and I've been doing this just clothing design for 20 years. So it's not like an overnight movement. It's been something that I've been rocking with for a long time. You feel me?
Yeah. So how about that progression? Because, you know, I'm on the tail end of it. Like, you know, I'm meeting you you're not even at your peak yet. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm meeting you, but you are well established, 20 years. How did you get to this point for all the entrepreneurs that's on here? Like, how did you get from A to like right now, maybe like X? Let's go.
I mean, being hard-headed first, you know. I was trying to find my way just like everybody else is. And so you get people in your ear with good advice telling you what they think you can do and what they think you can't do. And as, you know, growing up as a Black kid, people undervalue your intelligence and capabilities and skill set a lot. So most of the time you got to learn how to bet on yourself, but not bet on yourself in a stupid way. Bet on yourself in a way that you're always willing to learn and be open to grow and expand, but you really still have complete confidence in what you can do. So, I mean, 20 years ago, I decided to jump off that cliff and just decide to bet on myself and build something that I can really be proud of, and that my community could wrap around, and I could add value to the community and the people around me. So I didn't go to school for it. I didn't have a degree for it. I didn't do nothing. Basically, I was always the kid airbrushing. I was airbrushing on overalls and spray painting walls, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the dude making the flyers for the house parties. You know, anytime somebody wanted, you know, a CD cover for their new rap label, they come to me for it. So I was always that kid. But I didn't really think there was nothing beyond that, because, you know, art really didn't really pay the bills. You know, I didn't know nobody who ate off of art. You was either, you know what I'm saying, you was one of the three. So, but in my generation, the people who inspired me was the brothers who started brands, the Rockawairs, the Sean Johns, what was the third one? It was Rockaware, Sean John, and Fat Farm. Mm-hmm. So when I saw, you know, black men like me who use the same wave brush as I do, and who grew up in the same hood, that gave me all the confidence I needed that I could start a brand. So in 1999, I started my first brand.
What was it called, Court?
It was called YPA, Young Players Association. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Young Players Association. And I was in my mid-20s, and I went to Magic. And when I went to Magic and I went to the streetwear section in Magic, shit, like it was like crack for me, because I saw a whole floor full of Black entrepreneurs with big brands, multi-million-dollar brands, and everybody on that floor looked like me and you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hell yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. So came back and started a brand, Young Players Association, and all I needed was a little bit of success to show me that I was capable. And so we ended up growing that brand. We got licensing deals. It ended up being in like Foot Locker, Foot Action, Macy's, all of those stores.
Hold up. How do you do that? We're going to just stop real quick. Like, how do you get your stuff in Macy's? Like you said, we ended up getting this deal. How did you get that deal? Was it from going to Magic? I just want the entrepreneurs to understand. Go ahead.
Well, you can't go from zero to the deal. You gotta it got to be traction, meaning they have to find value in what you do. And how they find value in what you do is that you selling already. You selling somewhere, meaning you built something, whether it's out the trunk or you got a pop up somewhere, or you convinced one store to hold something in consignment. Like, you got to start somewhere, and you have to show traction, which means if somebody's sitting back and watching you, they got to be like, oh shit, I got to get on this train before it take off without me. That's, if nobody feels that, then ain't nobody coming for you. You know what I mean? It's on that end. So, we started with same thing, 1 t-shirt, then 2, then 4. I was a hustler. Like, I was a hustler, savage on the marketing. Like, savage, meaning if there was a place where I knew my target market was, back then you had flyers printed out.
Mm-hmm.
So, double-sided flyers, glossy flyers, and I have 1,000 of them. And me and my team would go blow up that whole motherfucking spot. Flyers. Buy my stuff. Go to my thing. So just people started messing with us. Just sheer hustle, sheer grind, sheer hustle, going after it, going crazy.
So first court, it start with you putting the work in, you finding your tribe, and then everybody else starts seeing how you moving. So it don't start with corporate. It start with the people that's around you that look like you, right? And go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You go.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a big myth that somebody's gonna float down from heaven and save your ass. Hell no. What happens is you start looking like money. You start looking like money at a certain point because they see you going after it on your own, building a tribe. You got a team. You start building a following. People start rocking with you. Then over time, other businesses, because business is about profit. So then they say, man, that looks potentially profitable. And I can imagine if he had bigger resources, more money behind him or her, if I get behind this could get even bigger. You feel me? So you have to start where you stand. And a lot of people, it's a lot of talented people out there who won't start until they start big. When the way you start is start small, just like you did. Like, I was hella impressed by how you started with where you was, and then you expanded. Next thing you know, during COVID, all you had was the internet, so use the internet. Then you show what you can do with the internet. Then you had a pop-up. You start where you stand, and over time, with compound interest, what they say is all your success compounds upon itself, and soon you start looking like money to people. Oh shit! All right. That's right. So that's really what we did, was just straight hustle and begging stores to put our products in, and sometimes we do some slick shit to where I beg a store to do consignment for me.
Mm-hmm.
And they take 10 shirts on consignment, and I have a homie go back and buy all that shit.
Amen.
3-4 days later.
Amen.
Wait for the call and give him back the stuff that I just bought off of him for consignment. Because
did y'all hear what he just dropped some game, y'all? Did you just hear what he just said?
Man, we if any means you gonna go get it. Where a lot of us come from, you see people take crazy chances, penitentiary chances. You see, extreme lifestyle, gang shit or dope game and all these games to where you're in an extreme environment. So why wouldn't you put in that same amount of effort in a legal way? Why wouldn't you put that same amount of effort in a way that could benefit you long term? So what we kind of had that hustle mentality, like we're gonna do whatever it takes, and so soon we start doing that. Then it became time to start investing more into having booths at trade shows. So at the time, Magic was like $10,000 to have the smallest booth. But before that, we were doing all kind of things in our way to market and brand our company, bring attention to it, make it more popular, because branding is everything. You know, you can have a excellent brand, high quality products, super dope design, but if don't nobody know about it, then the sad part is you'll just wither away. So you got to put just as much or more effort in the branding side of what you do than in the designing of clothes.
Well, listen, the Young Players Association.
YPA.
What happened to that? What happened to that? Just quickly, how did you move forward, and how did you get where you are now? Let's go.
Yeah, so we had blew that up to a certain degree. We had players and licensing deal, but what ended up happening was the naivety of me at the time. I signed a licensing deal that was just a bad licensing deal. Mm-hmm. So yes, we were in all the big box stores, but the cut that I wanted to get, and at the time we had grew to like 10 team full of 10 folks, and we had marketing and branding team, and we had grew to a certain size, but this licensing deal that I signed, it was a bad deal, and so it pretty much cut off a lot of our revenue that we were making, without them, because it gave them control of our company. So it was me being naive. It was like signing a bad record deal. I was so happy to get on that I didn't read the fine print, and so I was still in my 20s. So what I ended up doing was just we closed the company down basically, and because I figured we the culture, the creativity comes from us. We can always start something else, but you ain't gonna take. You can have a name. So I ended up letting them have everything. You can have a name. You can have all the shit, because it don't matter. Because if I'm not there, let's go. We are the culture. Jay-Z says it so beautifully, and so I had to take major losses after that. Major losses. So,
Court, how you get through them losses? How you get through them losses as an entrepreneur? How did you get through the loss? Because people don't understand, it's like losing something. You like death has, like, when somebody actually dies, when you lose a company or something like that, you could go through those same feelings. So how did it feel? And I don't want to stay on it, but I just want to let you know that, sometimes we look at you, because also he's my teacher, y'all. So we look at you like you're invincible. But what? It's like, no, like, everything. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because you do know a lot. Let's be clear. You do know a lot, but you went through a lot to know these things. So let's go. How you get through it? Entrepreneur.
The people who know me, they've seen every side of me. They've seen every side of me. Like the ugly side, the broke side, the ain't shit side, the EBT card side, the welfare side, the walk-in side, no car side, the catch the bus side, the jump on the BART side. They've seen it all, because when you playing this entrepreneurship game, you playing high risk. You have to edge yourself. Like, don't get this Instagram shit fucked up. Don't get the Instagram shit fucked up, because what Instagram will tell you is just the highs. But in reality, an entrepreneur, you are living a high intense, high risk lifestyle, because you're risking your comfort, the comfort of a 9-to-5 job that's going to pay you 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, whether you do a good job or not, to build something bigger. So if you take a F or you take a L or you fall, man, that's a crash, cuz like you gonna crash. And so it's no way I can sit up here and say I took, my crash was I glided down to the bottom, and, and then glided back up. Man, I took a crash. I lost everything. So it's not about the fall though. It's like it's your comeback. It's so it took me a few years to pull myself together because I lost everything. The family, houses, money, cars, everything. So I was standing in the EBT line, you know, knowing a lot of the shit that I know now. But the mistakes I made, you know, some of the things as Black folks we got to get over if we want to be in this entrepreneur game. I had to learn the hard way. You know, my ego was crazy. My ego was crazy. So a lot of people, you know, couldn't tell me shit. So, but when you crash and burn, boy, your ears start opening, and you willing to listen. Like, oh, give me some game. But like during the time, like before that, because I had successes and you know I had a little money, sometimes your ego get the best of you. So, you know, I had to really learn humility. I had to learn humility and learn it the hard way. So it took years. It wasn't easy. You know, it was really reevaluating. What did I do wrong? You know, did people try to warn me? Oh, they did. What could I have done to prevent that? You know, who did I have in my circle that I shouldn't have had? Like learning all those things hindsight to where you really put yourself in a position to say, all right, when I do it again, I'm gonna do it better. I'm gonna do it stronger. I'm gonna not do these things. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add this kind of to my plate. I won't do this. So it's all about learning. But there's no. I hang around with a lot of entrepreneurs. You know, people who you know, $50 million, $100 million entrepreneurs, and none of the entrepreneurs that I associate with have ever just glided. Everyone's taking hard falls. Everyone's taking crashes if you've been doing this long enough. So it's almost not a guarantee, but you know, it's gonna happen. So I'm hella humble to this game. Entrepreneurship is a humble person's game. And if you ain't humble to it, oh, just wait. It's gonna humble you. You know what I'm saying? And if like you say, I got this business idea, and you pop it on the website and you expect that shit to sell out and nobody buys it, and you sitting on hella inventory, and you like shit. If that doesn't humble you enough to be like, all right, let me go back. What did I do wrong? Let me change something. What am I missing here? Then you setting yourself up for a bigger fall later. You know what I'm saying?
How you get the course now? So is it any other way, man? But is it any other companies, you know, between, you know, the Young Players Association? Is it any other companies? Just say their names if it is. But how we get the course, Smith? Let's go.
No, not clothing companies. To be honest, I was like, fuck this game. I'm gonna go do some other shit. You know, like entrepreneur mind is the entrepreneur mind. So I'm gonna go try this, I try that, do this. I was in music, I was in management, I was in real estate, I was in all kind of things trying to not be in the clothing game because I was hella burnt and hurt from what had happened, right? But you know, deep down inside, I still love the hell out of it. I love creating. I love adding value to somebody's outfit. You feel me? Like, or somebody deciding to purchase a product and they go out and somebody say, oh man, that's nice. Where'd you get that from? That is a high for me. You know what I mean? Especially not being a big brand, not being an established brand. Somebody to choose you over something else that's already established, to me, I love that. But I was just in that phase trying to get money. Like I know it's all kind of ways now I can just get money, easy money. But really what got me was my youngest son started hooping. Mm-hmm. He started hooping, and he got in the AAU, and I'm going to these AAU games, and I'm trying not to fall back in love with basketball.
One second, Court. Hooping is basketball, y'all.
Oh, I gotta translate hooping? I gotta translate hooping? Philly don't know. Philly don't know hooping? Oh my God, Philly. Oh, Philly. Come on, Philly. No,
go ahead. I'm just crowding you. Go ahead.
So my son started playing basketball. So so I'm trying not to fall back in love with basketball by being around, you know, but I have to go to his games, we training, we practicing, and just slowly, like it was like virus that reinvigorated the love of basketball and kids to me. And man, I fell in love with the kids again. Next thing you know, I look around and I'm designing uniforms for the kids team, and I'm doing this and that, and I'm involved. And one day I go to this big tournament where it's hella teams. Hella means a whole lot for those folks in Philly. You feel me? Like, you feel me means you dig what I'm saying? Do you understand? I'm fucking with you. I go to this tournament where it's like hundreds and hundreds of teams, and I see all these terrible looking uniforms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this shit is terrible. Mm-hmm. I don't want, my son is not gonna be running around looking like this. Mm-hmm. And so and I seen the opportunity again. I seen the opportunity. And so I was kind of on the after the crash and burn, I was kind of like, I picked myself up, and I was kind of seeing kind of the world clear again on my journey, and I saw the opportunities again. So I got tight with God again, and I start getting just healing and getting clarity about myself and focusing on what I want to do. And I saw it. I saw the gaps in the game. I'm like, damn, I've been out this game for this long. Ain't nobody filled it yet. I guess it's supposed to be for me, So I made one T-shirt. I designed one T-shirt, and I put it on Instagram. Hey, I don't know if I still got it or not. It had been years, so I'm not sure. I'm older. I don't know if I still got it. So I put a tank top, threw it on Instagram. Hey, I made 20, 24 or something. And 24 people DM'd me like, man, let me get that. So I met him at the gym. I think I spent $300 on those T-shirts. Made 600. Sold up all six. Took that 600. Designed another one, but I made more. Then I made 1,200. I just kept doubling it, and now I had startup money. Now I had startup money. So it wasn't me waiting for an investor or me waiting for a big thing. It was starting out the trunk again. And I was humble enough to do that. You know what I mean? And I could have been like, I was in Macy's, I was in this and that. I'm not gonna start again unless whatever that could fill in the gap or that something big. No, I was like, all right, I'm willing to start.
That's that ego. That's the ego. That's in it, and you have to shut that off. Because because what I'm saying, it is true. It is like your ego sometimes tells the truth. Like, yeah, like you did stop at Macy's and stuff. You really should be in Macy's and stuff. Like, even right now with this one shirt. But it's not your timing yet for this shirt.
Right.
Yes. But sometimes your ego be like, correct. Like, you really should be. You know what I mean? Like, you already did all of that.
Right. But here's the thing. It's like I had to learn something. The game don't owe me nothing.
Say it again, Court.
The game don't owe me nothing. So anything I want from the game, I gotta prove value. I gotta go get it. I gotta take that shit. I gotta go make that shit happen. I gotta walk in there and make it prove why they need to push that bullshit out the way and take my shit. And if I can't prove that, then it's not their fault. I can't be mad at nobody. If I don't really be putting myself out there a lot on social media, this and that, because if a person don't know me for what I do or don't know me from Courtsmith, that means I'm not working hard enough. You feel me? I'm not working hard enough. So it once I learned that the game don't owe me nothing, then
somebody said, is that a shirt already?
It should be. Like, man, it puts things in perspective, especially us as Black people. We've been done so wrong for so long and so many generations. It's not our fault that part of our human nature sometimes is to feel like motherfuckers owe us. Because man, yeah, you feel like you've been done wrong, but you got to come to the grips or come to the realization that ain't nobody coming. So whatever we want, we got to go get it, you know. And if we play in this entrepreneurship game, which is a bigger game than a job game or just getting on our feet, it's even colder. It's even colder. Just like what happened to me the first time. I could even build something. I built $1 million company the first go round. And just one bad deal killed it.
Mm.
So was it his fault or my fault? It was my fault. Because I didn't read the fine print. I was gang goofy.
Mm.
So it's like the wild out there. You feel me? So, you know, entrepreneurship is like the wild. If just like I came in the game in my area and sold up the game. Me sewing up the game in my area means I may have put some people out of business, right? That's just the honest truth.
Yeah.
Anytime, any entrepreneurs that are out there right now that's listening, you got to understand that anytime you grow your business, you're going to put some people that compete with you out of business or decrease their business. That's how business works. You know what I'm saying? So the game don't owe us. We got to take it. You feel me? And we got to put ourselves in a position to where we are always adding value and we don't get comfortable. We don't rest. So that's really how Coresmith started in terms of,
but how? But okay, that one shirt wasn't a uniform. See, I just want everybody to understand, like, Coresmith has a lot of levels to it in his company. It's uniforms, which is like number one. Then it's the brand, and then it's your brand deals with, and we'll get into that. The uniforms just took off, I guess, from that vision of you seeing it. But that first thing that you put on Instagram was not a uniform, correct?
No, we didn't get to the uniforms till later. It's because people.
So the brand was first. The brand was first, not the uniforms.
Yeah, the brand is always first because you kind of you never know what segments of your business is going to take off and what's not. You know what I'm saying? So I'll interject with this piece too, is that anybody who tells you they're a self-made millionaire, self-made entrepreneur that has success is a fucking liar. There's no such thing as a self-made entrepreneur. No such thing. Because if you have done things at a high level, you have had the support, the help, the advice, the engagement of so many other people to help you. There is no such thing as successful solo entrepreneurs. So how Coresmith grew was mostly being around solid people who believed in my dream, who supported me, who saw the value in it and wanted to be a part of it. I was just one piece. And that's the visionary. One piece, and that's the visionary. But it was other people who, Marlon, who came and saw what I was doing, and he grabbed it and took it to another level. Introduced me to a brother named Sam, who helped me take it to another level, and not just help me in dip, but be a part of my inner circle, so that and then the employees and the people that I hired really latched on and believed in a brand to help take it to another level. So I'm one small piece of this. If, real talk, it would be a big ass crowd behind me of people who, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. Wasn't for them, we wouldn't be at this stage. So that's why also this game is humbling, because you gotta acknowledge the people who helped you. So it was God for sure, but it was people. That's why you always, if you got yes people around you, nobody around you disagrees with your ideas, man, you fucked. Because nobody has great ideas all the time. Everybody is wrong some of the time. So you always want to have people in your space that say, no, I don't like that idea. That ain't it. If you don't have people to challenge your ideas, then at some point you may fall down a cliff because everybody's always saying, "Oh, good job, boss. Good job, boss." I intentionally have people in my circle that's lightweight haters. But I love them because they'll say something and I'll be like, "Man, that's bullshit." But guess what? I'll be in my car thinking about it. The motherfucker said that shit don't work. It will work. It's gonna work because this and that and this and that. Or I'd be like, "Man, that shit don't work. It's gonna work." Wait a minute. Oh shit. Oh man, he's right. Oh, he's right.
Listen, Court, let me talk to the people real quick. That's my jam company. Says awesome point Court. Jam Town Sam, team layup uniforms were the dopest.
Oh, Sam is the one I was just talking to you about.
Oh,
so
yeah,
Sam,
that's what's up. Shout out to Sam.
Sam is my big brother.
Yes. Coconut Shrimp said yes. The real create legacy. He watches actions that improve business. Transition J, fire, all fire signs. And you figure it's so much love. Academy teams. They said good man right there. Best unis in the game.
Hey, that's what's up.
Let's talk about Court Smith now. I mean, he took us on his life journey of his different businesses. But right now we're on Court Smith. Tell them the layers of Court Smith and tell them the amazing work that you're doing with these athletes. I love Court Smith because he includes women basketball players. He has a lot of women that work in his company. I don't think I ever told you this before, but I value you doing that. So let's talk about it. The layers of Court Smith. Let's go.
Yeah, women are gods to me. You know, they are absolutely. So you have to if you want to succeed. I don't know no other way to say it. So here's the layers of Court Smith is we have our brand, the Court Smith brand. We got a team uniform segment of our company, and we got brand partnerships that we do with athletes. And we have several athletes that we partner with right now in terms of connecting and building brands together. So most of them are in the NBA, but we got top college players, top high school players that have large platforms that when, the NIL deals or when just opportunities or desire to build their brands come, a lot of them just don't know where to go. So we launched this brand to help players make money on their own likeness. So we have several brands, dope athletes, and we're continuing. We got a waiting list for that right now because lots of athletes want to be a part of it and be able to generate money. And so we do
How
everything.
Did you think of that? Like, where did this vision come from? Like, what made you, I never heard it. That's why I be so hyped. Like, I never heard of that before. Like, let's go. Let's talk about it.
Well, I did it in light areas in the past. I didn't. Some of them I didn't have quite success, or there were little pieces of it. That part started with Kyrie Walker, who was a top kid in the country, and me and their family are really close. And so we were doing projects together, doing an overrated campaign when he was playing at the top. And so it showed me that there's opportunities for players to generate revenue, but you really couldn't scale that out because it wasn't at the time, you couldn't do it. So during COVID, when was COVID? 2020?
Yes.
2020. So 2020, I'm hurting internally. You feel me? Like, because everything stops, all sports stops. So our revenue stops. Our income stream stopped. So, when you see your bank account, when you see your end of the month statement and income is zero, you're like, oh shit, here we go. Like, maybe I got to go back. Maybe I got to go back to the hood because it was COVID shut a lot of things down. So I start thinking of ideas and ways, and NIL start opening up. And
tell them what NIL is.
It's name and likeness. So name and likeness means players, now are allowed to get paid off their own name and likeness. And so I was thinking, man, there's a lot of players. If you're not LeBron or Kyrie Irving or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, then the other 400 players in the NBA really don't have their own brands. And I'm like, that doesn't register to me, because every single one of these players are the best player in the world. They're the top players in the whole world. And so I felt like there was an opportunity there for them to have their own brand where it could be plug and play with us, because we have this machine that we built that's sitting empty. So I pitched this to agents, and at first I'm one running around pitching, and over time it reversed. Like, agents are calling me, flooding me, like, I want my player in, but we only started with 10. And so that's really how the idea came, was during COVID. And so we were able to really build through COVID with that. And so now we're scaling it out even bigger so we can provide more platforms for the players. But it's beautiful. It's a win-win, because a player owns his own likeness and it's his. It's not like, not like he's signing some bad licensing deal with me. It's This is your business. These are your brand. This is your logo. And we're in partnership. And when we're done, you can take it with you and keep rocking somewhere else, or we can go keep building it together, but it's yours. So so that's, to me, the beauty of it, and wanting to add value to these players, because the game uses you, right? So on the it's end of your career, if you hot, then yeah, they're gonna do what they do and make their money. And then if you on the decent of your career, then guess what happens? If you're not popping, they'll trade you or cut you or let you go. And so you really never got to extract all the value from your career through branding, partnership, and everything. So we were able to do that with several players this year, and it's super dope, super exciting to see a lot of fans of particular players walking around with that player specific gear that we helped design. And it still all ties into everything. So it ties into our brand, because it adds value. Our brand adds value to it, and it adds value to us, and it also ties into our team uniform stuff, because now players are more proud to wear their uniforms, because they're like, yeah, I got the same company that designs for Jonathan Kuminga or Lance Stevenson, or these players design my uniform, so they was already dope, but now we add more brand value. You know what I mean?
I mean, I got on my overrated shorts now, right? Like, I don't even know who this person is. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's I think I'll always tell you, that's the uniqueness of Court Smith. Like, you don't have to know who any of these people are. You still want to buy it. And I think that's your underrated. Yes. That's your I think that's your leverage in this clothing game, because even though it's uniforms and even though it's athletic, your stuff is the clothing game. It's a whole different type of situation you're doing. Yes, you do these uniforms, but your uniforms look so hot that they look like clothes. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they look like athleisure. Like, people will want to wear them after. Like, I probably
that's the goal.
Do. Yeah,
that's the goal. Like to me, when we designing, my design team, I'm like, if the kids don't want to wear it to school, then we ain't doing our job.
Amen.
Like that's the goal.
Yeah.
What I think the biggest piece of that is being of service. That's the key. It's removing myself out of it and being of service to the customer. So I'm always thinking about you. I'm always thinking about the customer. Like, man, how can I make that fit you better? Or how can I make that look better? Or to you, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm always in the space of being of service to my customers. How can I serve you better? And I mean, that's inadvertently what a lot of people who are successfully do. Most of them won't come out and say it, to admit it, because it sounds kind of weak. But but real talk, like, you got to be customer focused. You got to be customer centric in order for you to continue to grow, because your customer is gonna feel that. when you come to my office, real talk, you come to my office, I'll show you right now.
Yep.
You come to my office and you a customer, shit, you got Hennessy options, you feel me? You can get the bottle, you can have a shot, and I don't even really drink alcohol. But this is for our customers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can get snacks and junk food. Like, you can walk around and grab some junk food, because to me, customers are the lifeblood of our customers, our company. So if we not focusing on making sure their experience is better than anybody else, then we really ain't doing our job. You know what I'm saying? So
they want you to talk about the backpack. Listen, it's back to school. This is another thing. Smith is just innovative on all levels. But let's talk about the backpack.
So in response to a lot of the gun violence that happens a lot, so sometimes I get in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? So I get in my feelings sometimes when things happen in our community. So prior couple of years, maybe a year ago, I just was also thinking about what ideas can I come up with in terms of that can easily add value to our community. And so one of them was a bulletproof backpack. So we came out with a bulletproof backpack that kids can take to school, players can take with them. And if there's any kind of situation which may happen, or in a rare occasion it does happen, then a kid feels protected. You can, if you're a parent, you can send your child off with something that can potentially protect your kid. It's not a magic bullet. It's not a cure-all for everything, but it's like a seatbelt. We don't think about our seatbelt. We don't think about wearing it. We don't think about all the deaths that it prevents. We don't think about all the deaths that happened before it. It's just human nature now. It's
right.
Part of the law.
Right.
But so we just slipped that thing in there in our backpacks, so that if you bought it, then now you protect it. And so if you send your child off, or if you are a child and there's something happen, you can get behind it. And that was the idea behind it. And so we've been giving them away in certain giveaway campaigns and selling them online, because it would be dope to get as many of those backpacks out, not in the hood, but in many places where that's a potential is possible.
I see you talking to school districts. I see it, it's just is what it is, right? I see this the backpacks just going so far, just like selling them to, like, business to business, like just school districts, period. I'm just thinking of like colleges, just having it in there, having that section for them. Thank you so much, y'all, for putting the backpacks in there. And they fly, like, or they protecting you.
They gotta be fly, you feel me? They got to. You dig? You dig means you feel me. You feel me means
they look fly. So listen, let's talk about this shirt. Let's talk about the shirt too. This is another innovative thing. I don't know if you have anything to show us or anything, but let's talk about the Basketball Saved Me shirt and the initiative behind that with the Pay What You Can. Let's go.
That's an in my feelings kind of thing too. Is that basketball saved a lot of us. There's a lot of folks out there that it taught you a lot. It put you in front of a lot of male figures that you needed for you to become, an adult. It gave you structure and discipline. It paid some of us. It helps you be a better leader. It helps you take credit. So basketball is huge. Like, somebody asked me one time, they said, doesn't it bother you that AAU is becoming so diluted with so many coaches and teams, and basketball has become like a business? I said, no, because more little black boys have coaches around them that they can mentor at any time in history. So that means that puts them in a position to be better adults. Like, fuck making it to the NBA. It's more so positioning those kids to be better adults, better men, better leaders. And if you know how to listen to your coach, then you'll know how to take criticism. If you know how to be a leader in times when things are uncomfortable, then you can help run a household, and it can maybe defend you from being addicted or whatever. So I think I thought it was an important shirt, and we generate revenue from all of our products, and that's something that I just wanted out there. So people could pay whatever they wanted to pay. So we put it on there to where you could pay whatever you want. And so, honestly, I got that idea from LaRussell. LaRussell does that. And
what's
all of
LaRussell?
it. LaRussell is a local rapper out here.
Okay.
And he's just been making a lot of noise in his how he brands himself and markets himself, and he's dope. But the idea sparked in my head because he did it. And so so when I finished that shirt, because I had the shirt for about 6 months, and everywhere I go, people would stop me. I never even planned on putting that shirt out because on the back of it, it's kind of Jesus-y. It got a thing of Jesus on there.
It's like a
stained
glass.
It's stained glass. So originally I wasn't going to put it out because I felt like it might be a little too, crossing a little bit religious boundaries. So I would just wear it out for myself. But every time I wear it, I get stopped, either by somebody saying, I like your shirt, or a brother coming up to me saying, man, I need that shirt because basketball saved me because, and I hear his speech and I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
I see a whole commercial for this. It don't even got to be a lot of money. I just see a whole visual. I just see a whole visual when you said that, like just a whole visual of that.
Well, give me the commercial after this. You feel me? So then I wasn't even really tripping off the revenue. I was like, man, let's just get this shirt out. You can pay what you want. As long as you pay for the shipping of it and you see any value in the shirt, you put what you want. I think I only got 2 people who put 5 cents. I was like, man, I want to slap the shit out of you. But that's okay. I'm going to still give it to you because I don't know your financial situation. And maybe you wouldn't have been able to afford the shirt any other time. So then here you go, I'm going to give it, you're going to get it too. So, but my first mind, I was irritated.
Because let me tell you something though, Court, it's back to school time, college and youth. And this is a hard time for families. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I wear uniforms and stuff there, but your kids can be socially awkward if they do not look the part. And you giving that shirt the option, like I sent it to all the coaches that that follow me, follow All Black everything. Like, I think it's so dope, the timing. I don't know if you knew that you was doing it at that time, but the timing that you brought it out was like right on point for someone that might not have $30, but might have 6 to get a fly ass shirt to go to school in or go to college in. So
get it. Go get it. It's good. Go knock yourself out, Go get it.
That's what's up. Listen, you got anything to show us, because you in your building. You know how we do on ABE Black Business Live. I want to see the shorts, but that's just me because.
What shorts? What shorts you want to see?
The new shorts that you all the flavors, all the colors, all of them. You got any of them on here? Everybody, thank you for joining us. This is ABE Black Business Live. Our guest for the night is Court Smith.
Man, what's good? Hold on, let me see.
Those new shorts. They say, yup, those new shorts. They in the
new shorts? All right, let's see.
The warrior shorts. Somebody said specifically the warrior shorts.
Okay, let me see. Let me grab something.
Yeah, those shorts. First of all, Court be having all, just like he said, he held that for 6 months. When I came there to meet with him, he had on some Court Smith shorts. They was fly. I'm like, Court, I want those. Oh, these is old. These is no.
They back.
No, they're not.
Let me see. Let me see.
She want to see the warrior shirts, big bruh, Track City plates.
Oh, hey, what's happening?
Yo.
Yeah. All right, let's go. couple. Since we on the shorts, we just mess with the shorts.
Okay.
Ah.
And females, I want you to know his shorts fit so good. So don't think that these are just for men. They not. You can rock them too. So let's go. Show your stuff. Gotta show the warrior shorts, Court.
All right. So it's still warm over here. So we did a short campaign with like 5 or 6 different pieces, just shorts only for this past, I'd say, week or so on our side of the brand. So some of these are super high quality, thick mesh, 220 grams per square inch, the real ribbon, the waist ribbing, and it has a drawstring, so these won't fade on you ever.
All right, put them up like this, Court, to the
Can you see this?
Move
Can
back.
you see this?
Move back. Yup.
Move
There
back.
you go.
Move back. Move back.
Yo,
move
these
back.
is the parade shorts in red. They are so fly. They got this fly, like what you gonna call it? What you call it?
It's like a paint splatter.
Yeah, the paint splash, and then you got this Court Smith Basketball Industries in the 77 on the side. They fly. Put them up again, you guys. Leave them up. They $50, y'all. We shopping right here. Everything is pinned. He got fly stuff, but we gonna do the shorts tonight. We gonna let Court go. Okay. www.courtsmith.com. Baby, Danny, Renee, here comes the warrior shorts.
So these is the word. Now, everybody who, all the East Coast cats, you may not appreciate this, but we had tapped in with the and designed some warrior shirts because we have a couple Warriors players that we have signed, and so these pair well with their other products. Now we have a Philadelphia 76er on the Court Smith team too, named Charles Bassey. And so we rocking with them too. And so soon they'll probably come out with some Philly shorts. So.
Put them shorts back up. These are warrior shorts. Do they have a drawstring in the inside? Because that's where they got the Oakland. So they got the Oakland tree right there, right in the front, almost like if you was wearing boxing shorts, if you was boxing. Where the string at, Court is in the inside or the outside?
It's on the inside.
On the inside on those. All of them in the inside, correct?
Yep.
They got all your stuff on here, so they fit you too.
These ones is the camo.
They my favorite ones. No, they not. The ones that got the Court Smith on the front. Where they at?
Oh yeah, no, I forgot I didn't grab those. But these are similar to this. These are similar, but just have the paint splatter on the front.
Yeah, these are fly. They $50, y'all. Everything we shopping, everything pinned right there, y'all. Everything pinned. You shopping at www.courtsmith.com. You're following at Court Smith also, but we shopping tonight, this weekend, and forevermore with Court Smith. Okay, so look.
Yeah.
Look, what other shorts you got? Look, what other shorts you got?
Shout out to Lindy Waters. He played for OKC Thunder. He's the next kid that's coming on the Court Smith squad. He's going to be crazy.
Okay.
Love that kid. His story crazy. Appreciate you, man. A great kid.
That's what's up.
All right.
You good?
We good.
We good.
I hope this added value. Was it good?
Oh man, listen, everybody gonna tell you it's good. You already a teacher, so you came up here. I got some nice little segments that I could take from this. And everybody listen, Court Smith is right here. It's www.courtsmith.com. We shopping with him. Period. And then listen, take us out, Court, and then we going.
Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna see you around. We continue to push. So I appreciate you, and again, I want to say this again to you: is you're doing great things for the community, for folks, for Philly, and I'm gonna see you at the top because your drive and your relentlessness and your hustle is rare. So I'm gonna see you at the top. I'm gonna continue to see you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. You already know what I want to do. Pop up here. Yeah.
All right.
All right. That's what's up. Thank y'all. Good night.
Bye.
Thank y'all for coming on. The replay will be on YouTube, and this will be going up in 2 seconds. So you shop now, you shop this weekend, you shop